You ever seen your cat's tail just explode into a furry bush? It can be kind of scary, right? And creepy too. Well, no worries. Today, we're going to let y'all know what's happening. Let's get it.
First of all, what is a cattail explosion?
It's when a cat's tail gets puffy, you know.
Well, why not just say that?
Just being a little creative, you know what I mean?
No, I don't. And when did you meet Puffy?
Huh? What you talking about?
Puffy. Isn't he a rapper or something?
No. I'm talking about puffy is the meaning of a cat tail explosion.
Yes, he is a rapper. And it's not Puffy anymore. It's Daddy, by the way.
How you know all this?
Because I'm a cool cat.
Well, did he what?
Excuse me?
You asked me, did he? I'm asking you, did he what?
No, Daddy.
How should I know? Who's on first? So, how does a cat's tail puff up in the first place? Well, fur standing on end is caused by specific hormone signals from a cat's nervous system in response to stress. This causes muscles in the cat's tail to contract and lift the fur away from the skin. What does all this mean anyway? When a cat's tail puffs up, it's their way of making themselves appear larger and more intimidating. Here are the 4 reasons that cats puff up their tails. Number 1, they are scared or feel threatened. As I mentioned earlier, cats puff their tail as a warning sign of potential predators by making themselves look bigger and appear more intimidating. Sometimes they stand sideways for the same reason. They can even arch their back, flatten out their ears, yowl, hiss, spit, or growl. All of this crap is just fear and really just aims to discourage the perceived threat from coming any closer. If possible, you want to remove the reason for your cat's fear. If you can't do that, remove the cat from the situation. You might want to steer clear of picking them up though. A cat in this state of mind could scratch or even bite. you guys know that I'm not only a cool cat, but I'm a lover of all animals. And in particular, I'm into fish. We're here today because the air bubbler I have on my tank is on his last leg. For those that don't know, fish need oxygen too. So the bubbles put oxygen in the tank. I'm not really finding what I'm looking for. This thing is too big. I see these a lot, but that is too cumbersome for me. I want something that's out of the way. Think I'm striking out, folks. Come on, y'all. Let's bounce. The second reason the cats puff up their tails is that the cat is angry. When a cat gets mad, their tail may puff up as an instinctive response to an uncomfortable situation. And again, an attempt by them to make themselves look bigger and more intimidating. The crazed cat's tail will be straight up with an arched back and all that other stuff I said earlier. But they may also stare directly at the perpetrator. Staring is a hostile behavior and a more subtle sign of aggression. Now, if this beef is between cats, they will normally only fight if nobody backs down. Usually, the posturing is only an aggressive bluff. They not really about that life. Nobody ain't trying to get hurt. Now, a cat's tail explosion is a form of feline communication, but it's just one of many. A cat uses his tail to say a lot. We broke it down for y'all in another piece we did entitled "A Cat's Tail Tells the Tale." So after you watch this piece, go check that out. The link is in the description. Number 3, the cat is excited or playing. Cats sometimes puff out their tail when they're playing or excited. This happens because they are really enjoying themselves doing that thing that they're doing. It's sort of like goosebumps in humans. Cats love to play fight, especially kittens. And when they're doing so, their tails will puff up from time to time because they're excited. Now, a cat playing will have a very different body language than an upset or frightened cat. Be sure to pay close attention to make sure that your cat isn't actually stressed when you see their tail puffing up. A house cat's behaviors can have multiple meanings, and a puffed up tail is the perfect example of that. With that being said, once you've seen or heard an angry or frightened cat, the experience will be difficult to forget.
And why are you asking who's first? Are we competing?
No, who's on first? First base. It's an old joke.
What?
It's an old joke. It's a play on words. Then you say, what's on second?
Second what?
Second base.
What's a base?
Base. You know, baseball. It's a game.
I get it. I get my food on the second because that's when you get paid.
No, Robin. It's an old joke about baseball players. Then you say, I don't know who's on third.
You don't know?
No.
So now who's the dummy?
It's an old joke from the 50s or 60s. Abbott and Costello.
How would I know about that? I'm only 5 years old, for crying out loud.
I don't know. You could have saw it on YouTube or something.
What's YouTube?
Number 4, the cat is startled. When this happens, chances are there is something close by that has scared them. It could be another animal, a loud noise, or even just a sudden movement. When their tail puffs up in this instance, it's an automatic reflex where their fight or flight response kicks in before the rational brain has had a chance to process what's going on. The best thing to do in this situation is to remove the source of the cat's fear if possible, and then let them calm down. Once they have relaxed, their tail will go back to normal. Again, a cat's tail is an important part of feline body language and communication. So the next time you see your cat's tail start to puff up, try to decode what they are trying to say. And remember to treat your animals well. They didn't ask to be there with you, but now all they have is you. Treat them like family. Fam.